For a biller, it's really important to be able to see an overview of a patient's account and then to be able to dive into the weeds to figure out what's going on. The Quick Ledger is the right place to do that, so enjoy our tip of the week.
Today, I'm going to spend a few minutes going over the Quick Ledger tool that's in your Medisoft program. I will tell you that in our 20 plus years of working with Medisoft, that the Quick Ledger tool is probably the most underutilized uh, tool in Medisoft. So even when people are using it, they're using it to a very limited capacity, and it's really not doing the job that it's intended to do. It can be a great time saver. It can help you really quickly get information that you need as to why a patient's balance is what it is, or what payments were applied to what charges. It can really help you decipher a lot of information quickly if it's used correctly. So let's go into a couple of things here. First of all, you can always access the Quick Ledger no matter where you are in the program just by pressing the F7 key or the function 7 key on your keyboard. That will always bring up the Quick Ledger for you. Now also, when you're in the transaction entry window, if you're in a patient's account, we all know that from this window, it can be a little bit cumbersome to try to get information you're looking for. If you'll just press the F7 key, it'll bring up the Quick Ledger with that patient that you had open in transaction entry. So it automatically brings them up in the Quick Ledger window, which is great. Now, the first thing I want to tell you is that this is a noisy screen unless you get it set up the way that works best for you. So take a minute, get the columns organized, remove the columns you don't need, put the columns in order that work best for you. You do that by clicking this black dot in the top left-hand corner of the grid. And I'm going to go ahead and remove a couple of fields from my view here, like the bill 3, the tertiary information, since I don't use that much. I'm going to remove the units, and I'm also going to add a field called the remainder amount. I like to see what is remaining on each individual line item and how we got to that balance on the line item. So as soon as I click OK there, you'll see that some of the columns have been removed, some of them have, and I've also added this remainder column amount. Now I'm going to do some further customizing here just to order them a little bit more. For instance, I like to see the amount and then what the insurance paid and then what we wrote off or adjusted off and then maybe what the remainder amount is. I also like to add a patient responsibility. Let me go back and do that here. Guarantor paid. I am going to put that next to the insurance paid, hit OK, and you'll see that it has arranged my columns here. So I've got the amount, the insurance paid, the guarantor paid, the adjustment, and what the remainder amount is. But again, organize this however it works best for you. If you're using the color coding feature in Medisoft, you'll see that I have my color coding turned on. I can always right click, I can go to show color legend, and here it will tell me what the different colors are I'm looking at. Obviously the aqua blue lines here have been partially paid. The dark gray lines have had no payments applied to them. Now again, it's still a little bit busy. If you'd like, go ahead and check this box at the top, view open items only. That's going to take away all of your payments, all of your lines that have been zeroed out, any comment lines, things like that, and just give you the line items that are open. Open meaning they still have a balance on them. Again, you can see the colors here representing partially paid or no payments applied. Now, in the Quick Ledger, let me go back in there. In the Quick Ledger, a great tool here is that you can always click on a line, a charge in this instance, and click on the payment detail to see what payments. And this will show you a combination of insurance, adjustments, or patient payments that have been applied to that charge. The reverse of that is also true. So if I highlight like an insurance payment like this, now I can click on charge detail, and it'll show you exactly what charge that payment or adjustment was applied to. So great little tip there that I don't think is used a lot, that you can quickly decipher what payments and adjustments have been applied to what charges or vice versa. Now, one last thing here in the program options, if you work with a lot of guarantors in your place of business, then you may want to utilize this feature called use guarantor ledger for Quick Ledger. I'm going to check that box and hit save. Now when I go back into the Quick Ledger, you'll see that it's added a guarantor and a family total. So in this case, if I believe I have, I believe I have John Doe here as a guarantor over a daughter named Jane Doe. So this is actually showing the ledger information for Jane Doe. Um, if there were any other patients underneath John Doe or in his family, it would show them all here, and I could switch between family members, and it will show a family balance here, as well as an individual remaining amount per patient. So that's a quick ledger. Hopefully you can organize it, use it a little bit better, that make your time more efficient and quicker in Medisoft.
Thanks for watching our video. We hope you enjoyed it. Let us know if you have future video suggestions. And as always, call us with any of your Medisoft needs. We'll be happy to help.